My presentation will be on my experiences as working in the DevOps field for the past 1 year. So, about me, I joined as an application developer in ThoughtWorks in August last year, and it was right around November in 2012 when I was paired up with Abhishek and to shadow him in the DevOps requirements on a project. So the first project, it was rebuilding an e-commerce website. We had already done the first release, and there was an existing cloud infrastructure that we had to move over to AWS. And all the deployment scripts and everything had been done, and we were using Capistrano and Puppet. So that was the time when me and another friend of mine were introduced to AWS and shown how stuff works there. And yeah, well, that doesn't work, but basically that's a bunch of three guys drooling over whatever AWS does. So this is how we decided to implement it. Capistrano Puppet was already there. We used Fog, which is another gem which gives you a lot of wrappers over APIs for cloud providers. And of course, we used Amazon's direct API calls to do that. It starts with an AWS configuration file, which has your cloud providers, your AMI IDs, secret keys, availability zones, etc., etc. And this is in turn consumed by the environment level tasks which you wrote. So these are basically various cap tasks that we had written. So let's say environment create would raise your entire environment. Basically, if it's a QA environment, you've got 4 nodes with different roles and everything, those are assigned. Then fixed host names are the other tasks which we have written. These are instance level tasks which are basically inside the environment level tasks that we have. So you would have create nodes, listing all, starting, stopping, bootstrapping, cleanup, and all of those tasks which were required. Then we had similar EBS tasks that if, okay, for a particular node, if you want to attach block storage devices. So again, these were tasks that were requested in the deploys. So then bringing it all together, this is how we would bring up our smoke environment. So create fixed host names and bootstrap. That would install Puppet, Ruby, and all other requirements on those machines. And then we would run the normal Capistrano tasks for deploying all our scripts. Project 2. This one was a practically brand new project, and we basically had to replace legacy business systems and standardize business workflows and processes. From a developer's point of view, it was not a very challenging project. The base requirements were just bootstrapping our nodes and configuration management and one-click deploys. That was all. That is no provisioning, no run-the-mill instances, nothing. So we did this using Jenkins, Chef, and Dimension Data, which was our cloud service provider. So the way we did this is, we had a built CI pipeline ready, and as part of that, the code was built, artifact got generated, which was basically a tar file with all of our gems and libraries and everything. It went to an aggregate build. There was test deploys, which was basically nothing but a wrapper over knife and chef, which would cook that environment. So now my learnings was basically that DevOps is a pretty interesting field. It's kind of either it's underrated or it's held up at a very high place that okay, these are the only guys who will do DevOps and nothing else. So that's it. Thank you.